What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the Rule 38 podcast, a podcast where unpopular opinions are king, where we talk about whatever we want just because we can. So, whether you're on a long commute or you're just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, this is the podcast for you. If you followed us on our social medias, I just want to say thank you. If you came across this podcast just on random, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the discussion. I hope you guys have been enjoying our posts on IG in this past week, where we post a different theme every day. And being that today is Monday, our theme for today is Motivation Monday. So go on our IG and just go check it out and see. But yeah, we're going to get into this episode right now. You know, this topic is very interesting, or I find it very interesting. But funny enough, I've been asked about this so much during this lockdown period by a few different people, and it's something that people don't really talk about, because when they do, it comes across as being very corny somehow. But we're going to talk about it today, and I would actually really like to hear your opinion and your thoughts on this topic. So if you have an opinion, if you have a thought, just leave it in the comment section below. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about the friend zone. Now, I know most of you guys probably already know what the friend zone is, but if you don't, the friend zone is a situation in a friendship where one person has feelings for another person, but that feelings just aren't mutual at all. And you know, funny enough, I don't remember a time ever being friend zoned. I don't remember ever being in the friend zone. Maybe I was, and maybe I just didn't realize it, or maybe my brain just blocked it out. I don't know, but I don't remember ever being in the friend zone at all. But that term itself, that term friend zone, I really hate that term. I really don't like the term friend zone, because for me, the term friend zone is used by people when they want an excuse for not developing the relationship properly with the person that they are attracted to. And you know, I know taking that step to develop relationships is scary, but it's a step that you can't, and I repeat, you can't skip that step. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard people say already, when it comes to putting your best foot forward or putting yourself out there, confidence is key. And as cliche as it sounds, in a situation like this, it is extremely important. But I think when it comes to things like this, people become so insecure and they don't really know how to approach the person properly, that when they're attracted to someone, they look for any cues or any signs that this person is showing them anything that might be kindness, or by them being shown niceness or anything like that, and people kind of interpret that as being flirting. You know, growing up, I was always the chunky, chubby friend of the group. But I never really knew that I was the chunky, chubby friend. I never knew that I was fat growing up. True story. I never really realized it, because I never saw myself as being that chunky kid, man. And that kind of just comes down to confidence. I mean, from a very young age, I've always been a very confident person. For those of you guys that know me, you know this about me. I've always had confidence that was bigger than what I was, and maybe it's because I see myself as being a nice, likable person. Maybe that is what added to my confidence when it comes to interacting and engaging with people. Maybe, I don't know. But when it comes to establishing a relationship with someone, there's one concept that I don't like just as much as the word friend zone is. But I'm a nice guy, so why don't they like me? I really don't like it when people say that. For one, just because you're a nice guy does not mean that that person needs to like you. It's either one of two things. One, maybe you're really not that nice. And two, chances are you just met a nice person that was nice to you back. People need to remember that being nice does not mean that you are owed any degree of affection by anybody. Nobody is obligated to be affectionate towards you just because you are nice. And being nice is not an excuse for you not putting yourself out there properly. Now, I'm not saying this as someone that has all the answers or someone that has all these life experiences and things like that. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you can go on Google and you'll find hundreds and thousands of articles. And in that you'll find thousands on thousands of articles on attraction. And you'll get articles that give you steps and how-to guides and all these things on how to attract someone. But funny enough, when people read these things, there's one thing that they always skip over. They always skip over the fact that all this information that you are getting is extremely subjective to the person that you are attracted to. Now, I'm not saying change yourself to match the preferences that this person has. No. Because I'm sure you've heard before that when it comes to being attracted to someone or whatever, be yourself. I'm sure all of us have been told that before. So how does you changing certain aspects of who you are to suit the preferences of another person, how is that you being you? How is that you showing this person everything genuine about yourself? You know, you keep doing that by keep changing small parts of you just to suit other people. At the end of the day, you're going to end up with none of you left for you. You're going to end up empty. And that's a situation that nobody wants to be in, because if you are trying to attract somebody, nobody is going to be attracted to an empty vessel. You know, sometimes people mistake being around somebody and having a good energy with them and supporting them when they need it. People mistake some of these things as developing a relationship with this person. No, it's not. It really isn't. You as a human being and you as a friend are already supposed to be doing this from the start. And you know, for my young gents out there, write this down. When you approach a female and you have a hidden intention or a hidden agenda, they can feel it. All of those hidden intentions, they feel all of it. When you are overly happy, when you are overly touchy, when you are doing all of these things that come across as being extra, they can feel all of it and they know what you are doing. You know, my rule of thumb is always, when you are approaching someone that you are attracted to, stop and think about your approach first. Would you like someone to be approaching your mother or your sister or your female cousins or your female friends? Would you like someone to approach them in the way that you are about to approach this person? If not, what makes you think you should be doing it in the first place? Respect the person that you are chasing. Now, all of these things I'm saying, I'm literally talking to my younger self. Because all of these things, it's things that I learned and things that was taught to me by people just from listening and having conversations with them, and me developing it further by implementing it in my approach to everybody that I interact with. So you need to understand that you can't skip the process. The process is the most important part. Now, I'm not saying that physical attraction is not important and it doesn't play a big part in all of this. But if your mindset is stuck on, oh, I'm a nice person, it kind of shows how socially inept you are in your approach to the situation. Maybe you just suck at communicating. Maybe you're just really bad at communicating what you want to the person that you like. There's a lot that goes into it. You can't just be nice. Don't bank your social ability on being nice and then completely forget to develop the other aspects of your interaction and the way you engage with people, because you need to remember that being nice has nothing to do with attraction. Being nice is a quality that you have as a person, and it might just be a quality that someone is looking for in the person that they are attracted to. But being nice does not mean that your personalities match. It does not mean that you have things in common. It does not mean that you can even hold a conversation on that person's level. So remember, attraction is based on development and pacing. You need to feel out the relationship you have with this person. Is there any acknowledgement or reciprocation in what you are putting out there? If there is, that's perfect and it means it's working. But if there isn't, you need to move on. It's going to do you a lot more good moving on than staying in that relationship, because what's going to happen at the end of the day is you might end up resenting that person because you are putting out and putting out and putting out, but you're not getting anything back in return. So do me a favor, everyone listening to this situation, if you are thinking of engaging in any approach or engaging in any relationship with somebody and you're still in the attraction and the approaching phase, take this to heart. Take a look at yourself first, reflect, and try something differently next time. If you don't take anything away from this episode, just remember, be assertive, be confident, but most importantly, don't be creepy. Respect the person that you are chasing. Respect the process and just be you. Put yourself out there as genuinely as you can, and I can guarantee you that you'll see things change very quickly for you. But hey, now it comes to that time of the episode where I got the hookup for you guys. So, have you heard of LUNAR Health and Beauty? If not, LUNAR Health and Beauty is a natural, organic and vegan friendly hair care and skincare online store. LUNAR caters for all hair and skin types. They sell hair oils and butters, body oils, DIY butters, and more. If you guys are interested in any of the products that they sell, I will leave a link in the description that you guys can go to their online store and go check out what they have. If you guys want to follow them on IG or on Facebook, their hashtags are LUNAR Health Beauty. You guys can find them there. Go show them some love, show them some support. I guarantee that with the products that they have, there will be something in there for every single one of you. And well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for listening to the episode of the Rule 38 podcast. If you like the show, why don't you check us out on our social medias and our other streaming sites. Stay tuned for another episode coming to you guys on Friday morning, where we talk about, well, you'll have to wait and hear what comes on Friday. But anyways, enjoy guys. Thanks for listening.